sometimes it's not all about air products, it's not all about chemicals or some other factors. It might just be due to the fact of the way you've been combing your hair. One of the questions you're supposed to ask yourself, if I were you, is like, how have I been combing my hair all this while? Some folks actually comb their hair in a very abusive manner. That's why sometimes, or most times actually, is when you comb your hair the wrong way, you discover that the quantity of hair is lost from time to time on your hair. If possible, on daily basis, you notice it. Like when you're going to work, when you're going out, you comb your hair and you just realize that some level of hair, some quantity is lost on your hair. You think sometimes it is normal. You've been doing that for quite some time, like some years, and it's been normal. And you discover some kind of hair breakage, hair loss, hair removal, and you just feel like, oh, it might just be the fact that maybe there is something else somewhere. The problem you're experiencing with regard to that is the fact that you've been combing your hair the wrong way. Or let me use the word abuse of your hair. The abuse of your hair has been the major reason why your hair has been breaking. And that is one of the major things you ought to tackle even right now. If you don't tackle it, man, it's gonna ruin all of your hair. The more you care for it, you just discover that you're clearing and damaging it at the same time. So what are you supposed to do? I want to share some few tips with you right now that will help you. Number one, section your hair. Sectioning of hair is based on the thickness and the quantity of your hair. Now, if you want to section hair, like a lesser quantity of hair, you can section it into 4 places, which is fine. But when it comes to thick hair, thick and very full hair, of course, you're supposed to section it to at least 12 sections. Between 10 and 12 sections, let's put it that way. It will help you comb the hair properly. Number 2 thing you need to look into is also how do you comb your hair? Now, so many people comb their hair from the scalp down up to the tip. Now, it's a very good practice for you to comb your hair from the scalp down up to the tip. If you comb your hair from the scalp up to the tip, you will lose hair. Especially for those who have tangled hair. Even though your hair is not tangled, you're going to lose hair because most times when you lose your hair from, like you do normal all back weaving or braiding or whatever style you do with natural hair, once you're combing it, your hair tends to tangle. So the best thing for you to do at that point is to first comb it. Apart from sectioning it, comb it from the tip down to the scalp. Now, it's advisable also that if you have a tangled hair, you mix water into a spraying can with leave-in air conditioner and spray it on your hair. Now, it tends to help you comb your hair easily and it will flow very easily, and it reduces pain for you. Like people who are carrying natural hair like me, it reduces a lot of pains for you, and you can comb your hair smoothly without any form of hair loss. Now, this is guaranteed. There'll be no form of hair loss, especially if you're following the instructions I just gave to you right now. You're combing your hair from the tip down to the scalp. After that, you section it as you ought to section it. Like it depends on the quantity of your hair. If your hair quantity is low, you section it in 4 sections, 4 places. If your hair is very full and thick, you section it. Especially if you have a tangled hair, you section it between 10 and 15 places. Now, let me tip something to you. When you're losing a braid, now you do this long braid, like it doesn't matter the braid you're doing, kinky braid or long or big or medium, whatever braid you made. Whenever you lose that braid, maybe your stylist loses the braid for you, one of the things that you're supposed to do after losing that braid is for you to carefully spray that hair, because the hair is already sectioned. You don't need to comb it together. Don't comb it together. That is just a wrong practice. Now, as the hair is sectioned, after you losing the hair, spray your hair with leave-in air conditioner mixed with water in a spray can. Like I said earlier on, you spray it on it and comb it per section. Now, when you do this, you will experience no hair loss. Now, I can guarantee you that, especially if you're combing your hair from the tip down to the scalp. I hope these tips help you, and I hope you put it into practice. And if you're here to subscribe on our channel right now, I want you to subscribe, like, and comment whatever you feel is right. We can have a pure and smooth conversation. Yeah.